What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. That's right, y'all. It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and made some money today. And I hope you're ready to study so we can be prepared to make some money the remainder of this week. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a few things today. Of course, I'm going to talk to you about how this market went today, where things stand, and I'm going to give you guys 3 plays that could possibly make us some money the remainder of this week and into next week. So with that being said, guys, you already know how I go. Go down below, veterans of the channel, like the video, drop a comment. Every time you do, your support helps my channel grow, and for that, I appreciate you guys so much. Also, watch this video from beginning to end. When you watch from beginning to end, you're going to learn throughout the entire process, and the YouTube algorithm is going to love me, and for that, I'm going to love you. And if you're new to the channel, you're interested in the stock market, you're interested in trading options, I'm your boy. I'm the options boss. I'm going to give you the game from A to Z and let you know how the thing go. So what you need to do is you need to go down below, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and click all notifications. And when I drop these Get Money Jewels, YouTube is going to make sure you get it first things first, right off the press, so we can put these game plans and strategies right into play the very next day, as soon as the market opens. Now, that said, guys, what a crazy day it was in the market. And you know what? It's like every day is a crazy day. So this morning, we opened up red and we dumped down big time. We had a nice bounce if you were bullish at all. We had a nice bounce on SPY and QQQ and, all the 4 major indices the day before. And what happened today? We gave it all back. And I was curious to see, I was looking at QQQ specifically, and I was curious to see if we could finish today below the low of the candle from yesterday. And we did finish below that low, not much below, but we did finish below, which leads me to believe that there could be more room to the downside in the short term. So that said, I am in a few put plays. I got my eyes on a few extra put plays going forward. Full transparency, I actually got my eyes on a few calls as well, but that's neither here nor there because I'm not in those plays just yet, and I'm not going to drop those charts just yet. But that being said, though, guys, I definitely see a few plays that could make us some money to the downside if we do indeed open up tomorrow on the downside. So we're going to go through those plays. One thing that I like to say that always separate me from other YouTubers is I like to show you guys the charts. I like to dive into the charts with you guys, show you the levels I see and what things could possibly happen. This way, I don't want you to hear the trade and just go and jump in a trade. I want you to understand why you're jumping in a trade. I want you to learn something, and I want you to know what levels to look for to possibly help you make some money, because we don't just enter, we try to find a good entry when we can. So that being said, there is more downside here. I cannot say that the market is going to fully reverse anytime soon, but there will be days where, we'll get that big green day like we did yesterday, but then we gave it all back and a little more today. So you got to be very careful with that. Right now, the market is in a scenario where it's an opportunity to make money if you're scalping. If you're scalping things, you can jump in and out of 20 things and make 20 trades because there's good volatility both ways. However, it is very hard to stay consistent in the trade because the market is so darn choppy. Now, that being the case, guys, I do want to show you these 3 plays that I talked about. And I'm excited for these plays. And I'm excited for you to see these plays because I think they're money makers. Full disclosure, one of these plays I'm going to give you guys, this is the beauty of my options group chat. And you guys know I always talk about the paid options group chat. One of these plays I'm going to give you guys, a member of my paid options group chat actually put the play on my radar. I saw the play, saw what he was looking at, and I said, you know what? I think that's a nice play. I didn't get a chance to jump into play, but I definitely got it on my list to watch, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking for to happen. So, with that being said, we're going to dive into those charts, and we're going to dive into those charts now. All right, guys, so the first ticker that I want to give you guys is a ticker that, like I said, a member of my options group chat put it on my radar, and I looked at the chart, and I liked it. And that ticker is TRIP. That's right, guys. We're talking about TripAdvisor. Now, here is the chart on TripAdvisor, and I'll be happy to show you guys what I like. This candle here, if I can get my mouse on it, that candle right there, that's today's candle. First of all, you see the three big red candles coming off of that rejection of the 50-day EMA. If you don't see it, 50 days right here broke through and couldn't handle it, and we rejected. So sure enough, we get to this candle, and let's check out the numbers on this candle. Opens at 23.11. That was the high of the day, 23.11. We got as low as 21.92. We closed at 22.11. So we closed towards the bottom. Now what I'm looking for tomorrow is I'm looking for this thing to open up lower than 21.92. When I see this lower than 21.92, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to look for puts, and I'm going to see if I can have this thing test that 20 range. I think the March lows, if I can get over to this candle, the early March low was 2025. And I think if we break below where we were today, we can retest that area. So it'll definitely be money to be made on puts, on Trip, if you catch it below 21.90. I'll definitely have my eyes on it tomorrow and the remainder of this week going forward. I hope you guys do too. Now, on top of Trip, I want to show you guys another play that I have some interest in. And this play, guys, is a play that we are already in my paid options group chat. And guys, if you are not already in my paid options group chat, I have no clue why you're not in my paid options group chat. You definitely need to get with me and get in. This play is ZS. That's right, guys. Ticker symbol ZS. We're talking about Z-Scaler. Now, looking at Z-Scaler, we are on the chart, and I want to show you guys exactly what I am liking right on this chart now. Let's see here. Get to my mouse and scroll this bad boy right down there. Now, down here, you'll see today's candle, this guy right here. And I want to show you guys what I saw on today's candle. So, that candle opened at 136.01. It got as high as 136.01. It got as low as 125.90, and it closed at 127.81. Guys, this thing definitely closed towards the bottom, but not right at the bottom. It did get a little 3 o'clock push. What I'm looking for, mind you, we are already in this play, guys, so we already have an advantage in that essence. However, another entry could present itself if this thing breaks below 125.90. Below 125.90, puts could come into play again, even if you're already in the current position. So that's what I'm going to be looking for with ticker symbol ZS. This play has taken some hits recently, and the chart is very, very, very weak. And I'm looking to break down below that area. Break down below that area, and this thing could really run into 120 with no problem. So that's what I'm looking at. Now this next play, guys, this next play is a tricky one. So I want you to be very careful because it is an earnings play. It has earnings tomorrow. That means you can either get in tomorrow and get out before earnings, or if you're aggressive, you can get in and you can ride it through earnings. That play, guys, as I try to pull that one up on my computer. And like I said, guys, this one you got to be very careful with because it is attached to earnings. I'll definitely be in. That is ticker symbol SNOW. That's right, guys. We're talking about Snowflake. Now, y'all know I like to get my money on Snowflake. Puts or calls, either way. Snowflake is a play that will make you some money if you catch it at the right time. So, looking at the chart here, you see the nice breakdown, a nice rejection of this 150 area. And since it rejected that 150 area, it hasn't had no strength at all. And that culminated, or should I say continued, with today's candle. Today's candle opened at 138.14. Got as high as 138.62. Got as low as 125.77, and it closed at 129.63. So it did close again, a little off the lows, but still towards the bottom on the day. Now, if I see snow trading tomorrow below 125.77, I could definitely jump in and try to see if I can make some money on puts right here. I definitely think there's room to the downside. But again, be very careful because they do have earnings tomorrow. You don't want to carry this into earnings unless you're the type of person, aggressive person that will play earnings. I may or may not be in. I won't even disclose that. But I definitely want you guys to get in and make some money off snow tomorrow at the very least if you see it below this number. And if you don't catch it below this number tomorrow, maybe after earnings, you catch it below this number. And if you catch it below that number, that's the time you jump in. So definitely check those guys out. Guys, earlier this week, I did a pre-market video where I did a whole bunch of charts and talked to the members that was watching the video and just kind of explain what was going on with the market. I'm going to link that video right here. I want you to click on that video, watch that, and the next time I have a pre-market live, you come in and join too and let me answer your questions and break down your charts with you. Guys, you can always be a boss with the options boss. You already know I'm a holler when I holler.